I mean, that's what was so special about it as a film, that it's based on a real-life couple, that it's based on a real-life family who end up thriving in such turbulent circumstances. Usually that's something that would like push you down, or you wouldn't know how to get out of something when you find out that, you know, your kid has just a few years to live. But they had such a joyous perspective towards life, and Aisha herself was someone who's so funny and so clever that this film just embodies her spirit so much. And I feel like the reason I wanted to take it on was because it challenged me, because it made me feel like as an actor I needed to go to those places that probably I haven't in life. I feel like they totally remind me of my parents. I've always said the reason I have the confidence that I do and have the ability to take on any kind of problem in the world without succumbing to it is because my parents gave me that confidence. They were always my best friends. I could talk to them about everything. They made my childhood into a complete adventure. Everything was big. Anything that I wanted, they fought for me. And you know, if more kids, especially girls around the world, had that kind of support where their choices were supported, then I just feel like they could thrive so much more. Well, everything that I am today, I've learned in the Hindi movie industry. So that was my acting school. That was who I am, and I hadn't done that for about 3 years because I was working so much here. That now I wanted to be able to cross-pollinate. I wanted to be able to see the American audience that knows me to even see the other side of me, which is, you know, in a Hindi language film. But I feel like this movie transcends borders, it transcends language, because it's such a universal story. It's basically about a real life family like yours or mine. And I just thought that this was the right movie to be able to straddle both worlds. I think that was really important to Shonali, who's our director. I mean, she is someone who finds joy in the bitterest moments, and she believes that life is to be lived to the fullest. It's a gift, and you know, we can't be bogged down by the stresses that life throws at us. And she lost her son when he was 16, and ever since then it really changed her perspective. And she's always, in all her films, told really dark and heavy subjects, but from a very humorous perspective. And I just loved the juxtaposition of that as an actor. Even reading the script, I was laughing out loud and at like a lot of the jokes, and I was like, oh, it's so, like, can I laugh? But you laugh and you cry, and I guess cinema is supposed to move you, and I feel like this really is that kind of cinema. The reason why I wanted to take on more responsibility in this movie, besides just being an actor, was because I really feel like this movie needs to be told. The story needs to be told, because it's a real life, everyday family that just is so inspiring to me. If all of us sort of took life head on like that, I think life would be so much easier for people. It was shot before my wedding, but I've been a bride on screen so many times that it's like, it doesn't even matter. The one thing that I've learned from being a bride on screen so many times is I knew I didn't want to take so long to get dressed. When I get married, I wanted it to be like, quick, just put it all on me and let's get out there and have fun, which I did. But in fact, the interesting part about shooting that wedding scene was we shot the funeral and the wedding day on the same day. On the same day, which is a 25-year age gap and a completely opposite emotion as well. But it was a challenge, and we did it all right, I guess.